Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I bring you guys some Ashe Noxus gameplay. Now, this deck has low-key been getting a lot of buffs, right, in recent patch, and I think it's very close on the cups of actually being playable and really good again. Obviously, you guys remember LeBlanc got buffs so that now when she levels up, she creates a mirror image right away, which could create some really fun scenarios. And then this patch, Ashe got buff slash, bug fits, Jared got buffed, Assessor got buffed, Hearthguard got buffed as well. So you can see like this deck has received a lot of buffs, which I think could make this deck potentially good. Now, I'm still trying out the different ratios with this deck. This is the sets and deck list that I showcased in my recommendation video a couple days ago. I haven't changed anything yet. But there is some consideration here, things that you can change and play around with. The bad thing with this deck is that it loses very bad to control, right? It's a really mid-range board-oriented deck, and if the opponent is able to control your board through Ruination, through Vengeance, or stuff like that, it becomes really, really difficult to win. I'm also having a hard time with stuff like Tybook and Red Turrets, because that's enough to kind of clear our board, and once you lose your board, it's going to be very difficult to kind of be able to bounce back into the game. However, if you are going against a deck that doesn't have a lot of like board clears, and even going against stuff like Demacia, this ends up doing pretty well because your units can get really, really big with Avaros and Hearthguard, and you have enough freezes and other ways to remove their units and get some value that you're able to kind of overwhelm them and actually finish the game. Now, the breakdown of this deck is pretty simple, right? I'm playing Omen Hawk because I really cannot find any other good one-drop, and I do still think that we want at least some early board presence. So Omen Hawk is there for that reason. Obviously, you have Glory Seeker and Archer to level up Ashe, and this is just so good in terms of value with the freezes. Trojan to save your units. The idea with the Yetis is that obviously they count for reputation and count towards LeBlanc, and obviously LeBlanc is there for multiple reasons, right? She can level up pretty easily in this deck, and the mirror image can be really useful with the tactician to get multiple rallies in a single turn. Ashe is there for a good win condition as well, where you can just frostbite, get everything to 0 and just attack. Jared can give us a nice draw and he's a good blocker. Assessor is such a good draw engine, and then Hearthguard is just there obviously to buff everything up. And then obviously on the spell side, you have some removal stuff with Reckoning, Bloody Business, and Calling Strike. You have Whisper works for an additional draw because it's very easy for you to trigger Reputation. And then you just have your freezes. One flash freeze, 2-3 sisters, because a lot of times I feel like I'm using flash freeze more often than not. But I still also want to have the flexibility of 3 sisters every now and then. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole deck, right? So the idea is that it's a mid-range deck. You're kind of just getting good value trades against the opponent, and hoping that eventually you're able to build up enough of a board and you'll be able to push the damage through to kill the opponent. You don't have any like keywords like Overwhelm or Fearsome, and that's where it gets tricky, because you get chump block a lot against stuff like House Spiders or Marai Warden. You get chump block a lot, which can make this deck a little bit weak. However, sometimes you can just win if you're able to level up Ashe, because you can stop the opponent from being able to block altogether. So it's kind of like a reverse Fearsome if you want to think about it that way. But anyways, enough of that. Hopefully you enjoyed the games today, and as always, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ahri Bard. So Ahri Bard should be okay for us. I like the Trojan a lot. I don't know if I like the Iceball Archer this early, and the Hearthguard might be a little bit too late. Yeah, the Hearthguard might be a little bit too late. Let's see if we can get the Ashe. Okay, we got the Ashe, we got the Hearthguard back, we still have the Trojan. We have double Hearthguard, which is not great for us. We're gonna pass. I'm gonna see if the opponent does the Esmas, right? Like, maybe the opponent gets greedy here and forgets that we're playing Freljord and does an Esmas. Everybody forgot about Ashe Noxus, huh? It's like everybody forgot about Ashe Noxus being a thing and don't know how to play around it. He got 3 shines though. Wow, he gets rewarded by not just getting the Esmus shine, but getting 2 more shines on top of it. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Go ahead. Do your Ahri. Oh, doesn't have Ahri. Okay, that's kind of cool then. Next turn he just does the homecoming, right? To stop the freeze. Which makes sense. We just gotta go with the Ashe. If he has the homecoming, he has the homecoming. I don't think we can stop it. Yeah, he's gonna homecoming here, right? What I gotta do is making homecoming this card, right? If he wants to save this, he can homecoming this. Because if he homecomings this is fine with me. Yeah, there you go. But it does mean that this gets reset, which is also pretty good for us. There we go. We do the Ashe again next turn. This got reset, which is not bad in the grand scope of things, I guess. We have Trollshan. Because we have Trollshan, I want to see if the opponent actually commits the Ahri, and he does. So now we good. Now we do the LeBlanc, and if the opponent decides to attack, he's gonna get punished here. I guess he still gets the hit off, right? So he still gets the hit off because obviously, you know, even if I do the Trollshan, he still goes down to 1. We go like this. Let's just block that 3 damage. Call it a day. We can do the Ashe and just attack with everything. Opponent could have another homecoming, which could obviously stop the Glory Seeker. If he does, I'm gonna be okay with that. We need to try to... I need to try to level up LeBlanc and see if we can top deck into a Reckoning or a Culling Strike, because I think that Ahri is gonna be a problem very, very quickly. So I'm trying to see if I can get my reputation triggers done. I guess is what I'm trying to get at, right? So we're 1 out of 4. And we're attacking with 4 units that have 5 attacks. So as long as at least 2 of them get through, we might be okay. Opponent probably has a second homecoming here. Sure. I'm completely okay with this. So this is... I need to be able to level up LeBlanc, right? So to level up LeBlanc, it has to be like this. And actually, if we want to do it, we have to do it like this. Just in case, right? Just in case that he has like a homecoming, I guess we put LeBlanc here. Because this is doing the 15 that we need for LeBlanc. And this is then doing 6. Opponent obviously does the homecoming here. Calls it a day. Homecoming into the Glory Seeker. Yeah, go ahead. Just do it, man. Just do it. I don't know what they're waiting for. Yeah, cool. So we're looking what? We're looking for a freeze. It's unfortunate because we missed out on the reputation, right? Like we're literally just off. Let's do it now. Double Trollshan is pretty good, right? Double Trollshan is pretty good. Because double Trollshan pretty much removes... Oh, and now we get Bloody Business as well. So opponent needs to have... another homecoming or a way to save the Ahri. Twin Discipline, I guess? Twin. So let's see this, right? So let's say that the opponent has a twin. It will always survive against the Bloody Business, right? Because she goes to 6 health. If we do double Trollshan, the opponent is forced to have to twin on the attack or as a power, which is only going to be 2 power. So he's dealing 2-4. So I think it's always going to be double Trollshan, which means that we can go ahead and just do this. Now, if the opponent taps out a twin, then we can do the Bloody Business. But as long as they have mana for... Wow. This is game losing for him. Because... Oh, wow. That's literally game losing for him. Right? I want to kill the Ahri. Technically, we don't have to. Technically, we can level up the Ashe here. But I think I just want to kill the Ahri and call it a day, right? I don't think it's correct to try to level up Ashe yet. I think we can level her up. I mean, if we level up Ashe here, how does the opponent stop this? They will have to have twin. But if we sacrifice both of the troll shants right now, I guess let's go for it. Let's put the opponent in a bad position. They're gonna need to have twin, right? So they're gonna have to use twin and still have to sacrifice one of their units. Homecoming is not gonna be enough because Ashe is still on the. I guess homecoming is enough, right? Homecoming will be enough. I think we greedy. I think we got too greedy, right? I think it had to always be killing the Ahri. But I guess if the opponent has homecoming, we're never killing the Ahri anyways, right? So if the opponent has homecoming, we're never killing the Ahri. Okay, he gets the blocker here. Do I let him get that? Do I let him get that? I don't like it. I don't like it. I think we just go like this and just kill this.
Nothing perfect.
Cool. And that's one twin out of the way. So now we are able to kill the Ahri, right? If we needed to. We are able to kill that. Not only that, but opponent has to kind of open attack, right? Because we can just freeze. Like, we could just freeze if he doesn't open attack. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we just kill the Ahri. So now we even get to kill the Ahri here. If opponent has a second Ahri, then that would be the problem. Second Ahri will be the problem. This goes down to 1. Cool. Please don't have second Ahri. But if he has second Ahri, he has to summon it, right? Which means that we can Ashe Arrow. Okay. He does remember that I have the arrow, right? Maybe he doesn't remember. I guess the arrow doesn't freeze anything, right? Go ahead. Go ahead and be my guest. So I'm gonna do it like this, so that we have a blocker if the opponent decides to attack. I'm fine taking the 7. If it goes like this. We could copy the Hearthguard, to be honest, to make our units bigger. That probably was a better play. But this is fine here. We go down to 3. We have ways to remove his blockers. Right? We probably start with Crystal Arrow here. Also gives us a draw. We can even Flash Freeze now. He needs to have... He's gonna need to have the Deny, right? He's gonna need to have the Deny here. Or the Nullify. I think we always start with the Arrow, right? I think we always start with the Arrow, right? Now that he did it. And now that he did it, I think we can Column Strike on the stack. Because this leaves him with 1 less blocker. We can summon the Glory Seeker and have Ashe as well, the Flash Freeze. And that should get us the lethal because we'll freeze 2 units. So this is correct. This removes a blocker, right? And this removes 2 other blockers. Ashe and her skill remove 2 other blockers. The point is only down to 5 HP, so it's not gonna be enough. They will have to have double twin, right, to come back from this.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
Sure. Okay, so this might actually matter. So we probably want to make sure that we get this correctly here. This is gonna freeze the Ashe. We can kill this guy. We can kill this guy. And we flash freeze the 5/7. And now opponent needs to deal. Opponent only has 2 blockers, and we have 4 attackers that he can't do anything about. Opponent could technically also have a second bar, by the way, and buff up his whole board, or buff up the key units, and that's exactly what they have, right? So now they could technically buff. Oh, they missed. They missed. They missed the Seinen. They missed the Seinen. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Missing the Seinen there, that hurts my own soul as well. Wow. Second bar almost for the win there. Unfortunately, it was not enough, so GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Annie Ezreal. Opponent's gonna have a lot of ways to remove our units, and stuff like Flock becomes really troublesome to deal with. I actually really like the Jerk, and I think the Ashe is a little bit too early. And the Choshan could be decent. But maybe we actually... No, I think I like the Jerk to potentially drop... Okay, perfect. The Trapper is a good 3 drop. And the Jerk is a good blocker because he has 4 HP. So that's why I like it in this matchup. So I think it's just a matter of now... Start drawing... Okay, Glory Seeker is really good against Annie. But he gets punished by Mystic Shot, Blaze Edge, almost anything else in the whole world. Do we ever Glory Seeker turn 3 instead of going for the Trapper? I think we do. I think we Glory Seeker in turn 3. Opponent will need to have Disintegrate to actually punish this. And Mystic, and now he can now have Disintegrate. I guess he could have Blaze Edge plus Disintegrate. That'd be the annoying part. And this also means that we have to pre-commit the Choshan, but I think it's worth it to kill the Annie before she levels up. Because leveled up Annie could be annoying. Hearthguard would be really good here, right? Because Hearthguard could start making our units way bigger than what he could potentially deal with. There's no way he doesn't have a way to remove this, right? There's no way he doesn't have a way to remove this. Like, absolutely no way. Wow. Wow. Huh. So I guess we do the Trapper. Sure. If you want to kill it now, I'm okay with it. You're going to kill it after I already got my value from her. So does that mean no Blaze Edge, no Mystic Shot, no nothing like that? I'd be very surprised if that's the case. I don't want to do the Jer right now because we potentially can draw into the Yeti that we just put in our deck. And that always feels really, really bad. Drawing into our own Yeti always feels really, really bad. When it only has 1 spell in the top 5 cards of their deck. Only 1 spell in the top 5 cards of their deck. Sure. Sure. I want to see what he commits first. I might just do the Jer. I might just do the Jer regardless. Whoa, okay, so Ravenous Flock. Okay, so we know that in the opponent's... This is gonna feel really bad. Alright, let's do it. Okay. That could have been really, really bad. That would have been a feels bad moment if that was actually gonna be the Jetty, right? But it's okay. Now next time we can do Hearthguard plus Jetty. Sure. I'm okay killing this. I don't need to focus on anything else. I guess opponent could have Annie here. So that's the Flock. Opponent could have Annie here, which could be a problem. Because we let him get a value here with the 2-drop. Doesn't have Annie. Okay, so since it's not Annie, I think we can just do Hearthguard, Jetty, call it a day from there. We could also have waited, I guess, a little bit. Oh, what? Sure. They still died to the Hearthguard. Yeah, they still die to the Halfguard here, and they're still gonna die to the Yeti next turn. It is a lot of damage though. We took 7 here. Maybe we do Assessor right now, just so that we get some nice draw before we start losing our units. I think it's... Okay, well, never mind. No. I think I'm gonna go like this first, before we do the Assessor. That's an interesting card that he got from Financier. Strength in numbers. Now, opponent probably has another flock that he can use here. So here we can trigger the reputation at least, so we're able to use this and not burn the mana. Right? Opponents start getting the conservatory. We're gonna go like this. I might go ahead and honestly I might do the Trolshan, right? The Trolshan keeps 2 of my units alive. The Trolshan keeps 2 of my units alive that opponent has to deal with. What did he get from this? Headstack Transmutated? Has to be Headstack, right? Yeah, he just goes like... Wait. Oh. Okay, we want to still do 2 damage. So since we still want to do 2 damage, we go like this. That way we still push the 2 damage over here. If we did it the other way, then this will become a 0-cost unit. So this way we still push the 2 damage and I still have the Whisper Words. I'm not going to do the Whisper Words just yet now. I think now we do Trapper into Whisper Words to get the Yeti and kind of go from there. Opponent's still kind of running out of resources here, even if they're able to kill our units, and we're gonna have a lot of draw coming up soon. Because everything that we're drawing now is buffed up twice. So that's why I'm getting greedy with the Assessor. Like I'm getting really greedy with the Assessor just because I know they're buffed up twice. So we do the Trapper. Sure, we have blockers here. Opponent gets enough. Okay, I think opponent gave up. I think opponent gave up. Is what opponent's telling me right here. Sure, let's do the Blanc.
I hate having to put my face on.
I guess that's a nice way to kill it though, right? Because this does deal 2 to it. Okay. This is what I was talking about. Next time we can do Assessor. Call it a day. Oh, we can just rally. It's probably always the rally, right? Like this Assessor is probably a little bit too greedy. So he always kills this one, which means that this is gonna be... We could Reckoning right now. I think I like the rally. I think I like the open attack because before the opponent is able to summon Tidewalk, right? It's just a matter of how do we order this so that we get the most value out of LeBlanc. So LeBlanc still needs to get all 15. This is technically 15 right here, but he's always going to kill one of these units, right? So technically maybe we want to go like this. Maybe we want to get the 15 with this 5 unit with this units in front and then get the other 2 value right here. Then we can do Tactician, and we're also going to have access to the Mirror Image, because now LeBlanc does that as soon as she levels up, which would allow us to actually summon 2 Tacticians in this turn. And we have enough value as well to even have the Trolshan open available for us. Which I actually like just doing the Trolshan here.
You like spiders?
Right? Especially if the opponent blocks like this. So Trolshan here can save this. And I think I'm going to save this one as well. So Trolshan saved this because it hasn't done any damage. And then we Tactician and get the Mirror Image and potentially be able to get like infinite rallies. If the opponent has no way, I guess it's not infinite rally, but we can even get, like, we're going to do Tactician. This was a rally and we're going to have Mirror Image to get another rally. And with multiple Tacticians on the field, means that we're always going to get LeBlanc trigger all over again. And that's the game. There we go. And that's the value. Because he knows that we have the Mirror Image in our hand. Sure. Okay, so LeBlanc is at 15, which means that this alone puts her there. And then we get a 0 cost mirror image and kind of go from there. I guess we should do it like this. This makes it so we get the 15 here, and then we start all over with the 2. I guess we're not gonna get the rally, right? If he kills the tactician, we actually don't get the rally. But we have to attack with the tactician, I think. Opponent? Okay, well, opponent had a chance. Opponent actually had a chance to stop us if they actually remember that tactician is in the field. And we get rally here all over again. Because they could have killed the tactician with the Tybalt.
Classic misdirection.
Exactly. LeBlanc said it. Classic misdirection. And yep, we're gonna get another we're gonna get another mirror image, so we could have rally again if the opponent had a way to survive. And have another one on the field. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be up against Nightfall. So Nightfall. How do we... I mean, we have enough freezes and we have pretty good units to take care of his stuff. This is an excellent hand. This is a really great blocker. This gets rid of some annoying stuff. Combined with Ashe is going to be crazy. Trollshan keeps it alive. We even get LeBlanc now on top of that. Really, the only downside to this hand is that we probably don't want to have to summon the Glory Seeker just yet. I think we just keep the Glory Seeker in our hand and go LeBlanc and Trollshan next turn. Like, I think that's literally the only downside to this hand, that we probably don't want to play this. So now we just play LeBlanc here.
Temperamental as moonlight. Invisible.
Sure. Please have Diana. Please have Diana. Please, please, please. Okay, that's not a Diana. Ha. Probably need to Trollshan here. Yeah, I probably need to Trollshan here. I think we take too much damage if we don't Trollshan. I think it's too much, and we also give him too much draw. So I think we always have to Trollshan here, unfortunately. We also probably gonna have to do the Glory Seeker to be able to kill the other elusive, and then have the LeBlanc Sigil as a backup to kill the fly again. To kill the second fly. Obviously, he's probably gonna draw the second fly, right? So all we can do is like this. This is also gonna level up LeBlanc, which is pretty nice. Cool. So we get a quick LeBlanc level up. While still having the Sigil of Malice, have mana for like potential Culling Strike if we ever get it. I would like not to have to use the Sigil of Malice though, unless I have to. We can always block the Onlooker with the LeBlanc. We can block the we can kill the fly with this. We have the freeze now. Maybe we have to just do the Hearthguard this turn. Okay, that's a problem, right? Now, 1, 2, we're able to kill whatever he pulls this with, right? So he's gonna try to probably pull it right here, in which case I think we just do the Hearthguard now, right? So Hearthguard becomes a really good blocker. I think we Sigil the flight, one of them, or at least kill them. He should he's not gonna attack with Nocturne then, right? So we only take 4. We only take 4, and we can do Ashe next turn. Oh, he's actually gonna attack with Nocturne. So he's gonna kill LeBlanc, right? So he's gonna kill the LeBlanc here. I don't care about the second LeBlanc. I think we always just commit the Sigil, because I think it's too much value if the opponent is able to keep stuff around. Question is it second Hearthguard or is it Ashe? And I think it has to probably be Ashe at this point and try to start leveling her up. He also gives us the potential to join a second Ashe for a Flash Freeze. I don't like this because he kind of breaks our draw a little bit. Yeah, I think I like the second Ashe because it freezes this guy, this girl, and starts pushing a lot of damage, right? We have a freeze in our hand. We're attacking here twice. Opponent could have technically Pale Cascade here, but I think that would be a low value Pale Cascade. Now we do have enough mana to potentially draw into the Reckoning next turn. We're taking 4 damage next turn. We have hit our Whisper Words. Sure. Sure. We still have a blocker for this. We just take 4. We take 6 now. And haven't seen whatever card he got from that. We cannot take 6, right? Because if we take 6, we...
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
If we take 6, we just lose to something else, right? So we never take 6 here. We just go the Reckoning and call it a day. Now, whatever card he has left... So if we take the 6, yeah, so he had the Cygnus. So he does hit us for 5. So what I was going to say is that if we take 6, we just lose to the Doombeast, right? Unfortunately, we still took a bunch of damage here, which is kind of annoying. We can LeBlanc into Halfguard, I guess. If he gets double Doombeast, we lose the game. I guess we don't lose the game right now, but we lose it later on. Mirror Image is not enough. Right? I need to force him to block, right? This is never killing anything that I have anyways. Is there any way for me to get lethal this turn? So he has another flight, so he has 3 blockers. We can Mirror Image the LeBlanc. And that still wouldn't be enough. If that's the case, let's just Halfguard and call it a day. I think we just Halfguard and call it a day, right? Mirror Image is never going to be enough. Opponent's going to have... The problem with this flight is that he dies, right? So opponent probably didn't need to commit that one. Opponent needed to commit the non-elusive one. Because if he kept the non-elusive one on the field, he potentially had a chance. But since he committed the elusive one, he will actually lose it here for free. Because, I mean... Like right here, with this attack, he could have just blocked with Cygnus and survive, right? I don't know why he committed the elusive one first. So that was a misplay by them. Yeah, obviously, I know that you have 2 of them. I guess by doing it this way, he doesn't have to block with Cygnus. But then he loses to a potential top deck LeBlanc, so... Does need to be careful about that. Has 1 card left he can draw. And we always gonna kill the fly, right? We're always going to kill the fly with Bloody Business. Double Doombeast time. Doesn't get it. Maybe. No. Come on. Thank you. Never. Come on. You never have it. You never have it, my friend. You never have it, right? You never had the double Doombeast. Come on. I'm so sad. I mean, it was only a matter of time. I got lucky last time that he didn't draw it, right? He had 2 Stuck in Shadows, but that was the craziest top deck ever to be able to get 2 Stuck in Shadows. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Sejuani Gangplank. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. Because this is so vulnerable to like a Make It Rain, right? This is so vulnerable to a Make It Rain. I like the Trollshan. I think we need to keep LeBlanc. Maybe we actually need to keep the Glory Seeker, but I'm thinking we needed to potentially find the Jetties. Omenhawk is not bad. You know what? Let's pass first, because opponent could have the Parley, right? And I don't want to die to the Parley, so I think I'm going to go Omenhawk now. I definitely didn't want to die to the Parley. Now we can just push our damage here. Opponent could still have like, I mean, opponent can just always attack with her, right? So that's kind of unfortunate. But if he goes like this, we're at least able to kill the Corsair, and that's a good trade. That's 100% a good trade for us. We pass, and now we summon LeBlanc. Oh, okay, you get to steal one of our cards. That's kind of annoying, because it could be a freeze, right? Could be a freeze. Oh, that's good, because now that's not vulnerable to Make It Rain anymore. It could be a freeze. Okay, he got the Iceball Archer. Alright. Well, now that we know that that's out of the way, that's less stuff for us to worry about, right? He hits right here. If the opponent... Okay, he gets to steal one more thing from us. That's going to cost 2 less. He can open attack and actually push a lot of damage. Because at most we can just Troll Shan and do this. What if we double Troll Shan? You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's push it. Let's make it so he pushes 0 damage. I don't hate it. You know? Because that way the LeBlanc is not in range of Make It Rain. And he pushes 0 damage here. Which is forcing him to have to use another spell to actually get the Plunder trigger. If he doesn't use another spell, he's not getting the Plunder trigger here. So then what does he do? We can Halfguard next turn. Which is always better to do it right away.
Now what could you be plotting?
So that we can push the reputation damage. Because we'll have... This is 1 reputation hit. This is 2. This is 3. And then 4 when the blank hits again. And she's also going to level up if we summon both of these cards. 3 sisters. So he's actually going to just kill this. Wow. Am A-okay with that? Because we still kill his card, right? So we still kill his card, and he still didn't push any damage to us. Now it is a little bit annoying, but we have a lot of draw here. Between Jerk and the Assessor. Make it rain, make it rain. Maybe he has double make it rain. Now that the opponent tapped out of Gangplank, I think I'm willing to do this. So Make It Rain puts the Sejuani in the Gangplank at 3 out of 5. Still not enough. We still get to push 5 damage through. Gets the Butcher. He gets to get another trigger here. Double Butcher. Okay, well. Don't think we're still in a position where we're going to be like aggro down. Unless the opponent also draws Sejuani right here. Unless the opponent also draws Sejuani right here. Why did I ever doubt it, right? Why did I ever doubt that the opponent was going to draw the Sejuani right here? Now, the Sejuani is going to die on the open attack though, right? The opponent's going to have... I think we... Opponent's going to have the last trigger, right? If he has... Wow, this is interesting here. I like the open. Force the opponent to have the warning shot. If it's not warning shot, we kill Sejuani through Make It Rain, Harpoon. Sure. We still kill Sejuani. We have blockers next turn for both units because we can summon the Trapper right here. The only problem is that our Assessor is a lot weaker than it was before. And the opponent just showed us that they didn't have Make It Rain in their hand. Oh, okay, we casually high roll it here. So we casually high roll the Jetty, so another opponent can only attack with the Sap. Opponent just showed us that they don't have one of their champions in their hand. They do get some value here, which is kind of annoying. Opponent could have Make It Rain here. Or Parley to kill this girl. Doesn't do it, so I guess we get value here. We can Omen Hawk as well. At this point, I want to see if... Because at this point, I think we just push as much damage as possible. Because there is... Oh, and there we go. I was going to say, because there is a good chance that we just get the rally. And we got it. Actually, I'm going to kill this guy. Because he's a good blocker into the Omen Hawk. So I'm going to go like this. And he's also a good blocker here. So I'm just going to go like this. Opponent doesn't have a good blocker here anymore. And this is still 10. So this is exactly 10. And even though the opponent has a way to survive, we can always rally and attack again. And he finally gets the warning shot. Just a little bit too late. Unless he also has a second Harpoon here. So that's the warning shot that he got from the Sap, right? So that's why he drew it. It will need to be Harpoon. And that still might not be enough because of the Tactician. Okay, so he's gonna go for it. Harpoon and the Jetty. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Opponent goes down to 4. We have Tactician to push 7. And we still have 3 attackers. And opponent's only at 4 HP. Rats. We're still fine, right? So this is game. Because we dodged the Assessor. Reds could have actually been the thing that saved him, right? So Reds could have actually saved him. Because he would have left us with no other units aside from the Tactician. But because he missed the Assessor, we have just attack lethal to do it. And there we go. Now, at the very least, we would have always traded with the Reds using the Tactician. But we probably wouldn't have done it, right? We probably had just drawn instead first and see what we get before we committed anything else. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ekko Zilean, playing one of Sivir. I guess interesting. I don't know if I agree with it, but interesting. Honestly, the double Ashe looks greedy, but it gives me access to a freeze, which I think I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need that flash freeze. I'm gonna need that flash freeze for the Ekko, so I'm actually gonna keep it. And go here. Just push a free 1 damage. Have a blocker for the opponent if he. Okay, we ended up drawing a freeze anyways. He gets the Zilean. That's what he predicted for, which makes sense. You get another free prediction by doing it this way. I think this is good. I think this is good for us though, right? Because we're able to freeze the Ekko, preventing him from getting value. This makes it a worse blocker into the Trapper, I guess. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I mean, either one was gonna be the same, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and just do the Ashe first. I don't think we need the Enriched Jetty just yet. See if the opponent has anything to kill this Ashe. If they don't, then, you know, we get a free value from Ashe here. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Cool. I guess he could have Absolver here. Doesn't have it. He could have Mystic Shot then. Doesn't have it either. Huh. Interesting. Oh, good thing he attacked there, because otherwise that Harpguard would have punished him. We go Harpguard. Opponent could have a Time Bomb here to kill this Ashe. Now we have a good blocker for Sivir going forwards. Yeah, this is the Time Bomb. We have a second. Oh wow, okay, so he's gonna just level up Mr. Zilean. So I guess I should have probably kept the mana to be able to Calling Strike that Zilean.
Nice day.
Don't know if that ever actually makes sense. This also means that this is no longer a good blocker into it. We have a second Ashe, which would allow me to have a decent attack at least, and we can always Calling Strike that guy if we need to. I think we always start with the Enraged Jetty, kind of see what the opponent has in their hand before we do anything else, right? He predicts. Now he's relying on the fact that he has Zilean, which will allow him to get everything again next turn. But again, we have the Calling Strike available, which will allow us to actually just kill that Zilean. Not only that, but the opponent's taking a ton of damage here, even if they don't block with Zilean. Like, if they don't block with Zilean, because they're not blocking with Sivir, they're taking a ton of damage. Wow, he's actually going to block with Sivir. Ah, okay, so he's going to just kill the Ashe. So that's our second Ashe that goes down. Actually, Ashe doesn't even die. And then we just kill the Zilean and call it a day. And now he loses two Zileans. We could do 3 Sisters to stop the Sivir from doing anything next turn, but I don't think it's necessary. I think we can just rally if anything, or we can just draw a ton here, right? Sure. Let's just draw a ton. Like, I don't think opponent ever beats this anymore, right? Like, we have such a full board. Yeah, go ahead. You can kill the Ashe all that you want. You can do as much as you want to the Ashe, man. We're literally gonna attack you again with a full board next turn. 6, 11, 15, right? Like, this is lethal in multiple ways, and then we have the rally on top of it. You're gonna have to sacrifice your Sivir. If you decide not to sacrifice your Sivir, then you are gonna regret it when we do the Tactician. I guess opponent could have Chrono Break. No, because he has to summon. Hasn't summoned the Ekko yet, so he doesn't have Chrono Break in his hand.
That's all.
There we go. He's gonna go ahead and block it. Block it here. We just Troll Chant to save this guy. And then we Tactician and finish the game. I understand the reasons that he did the plays that he did, but they ended up kind of punishing him a lot, right? Like getting greedy. Okay, so he's gonna go with the Quicksand here to keep this one, to keep his Sivir alive, and then we just go like this. Yeah, let's do the double here. Let's do the double here. That way this thing stays alive. Then we do Tactician, and we win the game. But I guess opponent could still have enough blockers here.
Now we can finish.
Yeah, this is game. And there we go. So it's a Kahiri Sivir deck. Unfortunately, the opponent didn't get the Ekko. They got the Sivir, got level up Sivir, got level up Zilean, but did not get leveled up Ekko. So that kind of ended up making all the difference there. So yeah, GG's. Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those games. I think we had some pretty fun games. But I think even in the games that we won, you can kind of see how this deck can struggle a little bit, right? Like it feels like you can get a big board presence, really big units, but the opponent can always just jump block you and be able to kind of enable their win condition before you can actually get to yours. So it can be a little bit iffy sometimes on how you're able to win games here with this deck. Now, in terms of mulligan, I really like keeping one Aberration, at least one Trapper, right? Because he enables your Jetty early on, which can push a lot of value. I like keeping LeBlanc, and a lot of times I might keep one Ashe, right? So Trapper, LeBlanc, one Ashe. Obviously, Omen Hawk, if you get it early on, is really good. And Glory Seeker as well, if you're not going against an opponent that has a way to remove her. Unfortunately, almost every region has ways to remove her, right? With Pokestick, with Biofeast, Mystic Shot, etc. So she can be a little bit iffy to find the right time to play her. But for sure, I like keeping Omen Hawk in your mulligan if you have him, Aberration Trapper, LeBlanc, and potentially Ashe, depending on the matchup and the value that you're going to get from her. So yeah, that's it for my mulligan tips. As always, hope you enjoyed this deck showcase and you were able to learn a thing or two. I do post LOR videos every single day, so if you like the content, please make sure to subscribe to us. And you can also like this video below to kind of make it go out there in the algorithm. We also stream on Twitch at Twitch Sirturmund, where you can find us about 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.